Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to... Has anyone seen the bride and groom?
Sorry, we're here. We were getting lucky in the limo and we lost track of time.
No, Lucky Land Casino, with cash prizes that add up quicker than a guest registry.
In that case, I pronounce you lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Daily bonuses are waiting. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
It is Ryan here, and I have a question for you. What do you do when you win? Like, are you a fist pumper, a woohooer, a hand clapper, a high fiver? I kind of like the high five, but if you want to hone in on those winning moves, check out Chumba Casino. At ChumbaCasino.com, choose from hundreds of social casino-style games for your chance to redeem serious cash prizes. There are new game releases weekly, plus free daily bonuses, so don't wait. Start having the most fun ever at ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Background ambience brought to you in part by Midnight Syndicate, the perfect musical accompaniment for the Dungeons & Dragons role-playing game.
Due to some violent content, parental discretion is advised.
Friends, gamers, nerds of all flavors, lend us your ears. Welcome to the second season of A Fool's Quest. Previously, am I a real questslinger, head of the Western Division of Gagme, tasked the fools with traveling to Meraxi's Tower, which is the confirmed location of the evil madman Whispers. In their travels, they recovered the magical Amulet of Many Worlds after tragedy had struck the Fellowship trying to destroy it. Having finished up some last-minute business with one of Whisper's contacts in the desert city of Kos, the fools began the last leg of their journey, taking them along the edge of the harsh Sharbosi Desert. Blah, blah, blah. Now, let's join Hobbes, the Tabaxi Ranger, Malphaedor, the Aasimar Paladin, and Dwarven Brewmaster Ingvald Porter Altbeir, as they band together in their continued pursuit of A Fool's Quest.
Lucky Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
The morning is filled with the sound of desert cicadas chirping at the sun. Following the river toward the Valley of the Scale and Meraxi's Tower, or Whisper's Stronghold, our heroes ride. Just as Macy and Urk begin to break down the tents from the night of camp, Mal finishes packing some of his personal items into a wagon, and Ingvald comes back from taking a leak in the woods. Hobbes slowly comes out of his tent, looks around, and cries out,
"Potato salad!"
Upon using the amulet that Hobbes has recently found, the amulet starts to vibrate. Everybody turns to look at Hobbes after shouting potato salad. The vibration across his chest is low, but begins to build and build until the amulet is violently shaking and making a buzzing noise. Then suddenly it stops. A gagging noise, much like the noise Kevin makes sometimes after eating grass, begins to sound from the now motionless amulet. The amulet splits open down the center of the main circle, then vomits out a purple ooze under the grass. Gagging and vomiting noises continue to accompany the purple ooze as it begins to pool until a complete portal is formed.
I'm glad it's different every time.
Once the portal on the ground is about 5 feet in diameter, the amulet lets out a loud cough, followed by a quick gasp. Then it closes back up.
So this time it imitated the dying throes of an old man.
Nothing like just throwing the gauntlet here at the audio guy. Challenge accepted.
Find sound effects for that.
Got it. I was running through the list as he was going through.
I'm not listening to this episode. Or at least I'm skipping the first minute.
The amulet goes back to its normal appearance, which is bronze with specks of black peppered all over it. On the face is the image of a large purple planet with short lines jutting out to smaller circles that encompass the entire amulet.
All right. So now we have a portal on the ground.
Cool. Can we look into the portal to see if it goes anywhere, or is it obscured?
You can look into it, but all you see is purple. The purple ooze.
Purple ooze.
What kind of purple are we talking? Like royal purple? Some
Yeah,
lavender?
like a royal purple. All
right.
Yeah. like a deep, almost
deep purple.
That's
what you did there.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, am I a real questlinger told you that this takes you to other worlds, so...
Let's go ahead and hop on this highway star and
jump right into the portal.
You jump in? Damn it.
I'm a cat. You know what they say.
Are you taking your menagerie with you?
No.
Am I close enough to maybe try to grab him?
They're gonna...
No.
Hobbes, no!
No, you were over near the wagon.
Scruff him.
What's
Stop!
Jump right in.
I'd like to imagine that none of you actually moved while the amulet was vomiting.
Well, I mean, it's just stand there stunned, like,
staring.
what the...
Then the portal forms, and a second later...
In a volley of disgusting gurgles and stomach noises.
Okay, so he jumps in. Does anyone else jump in?
I look around the group and just take a very large drink of beer.
So I wonder if we would just stand there and go, well, lost that one.
This is how Hobbes dies. You guys just don't come after him. He's lost forever.
I don't mind the plan, to be honest.
It's an option.
Just saying. What's his group of just mess do?
Oh, they stay there.
Your menagerie.
Yeah, my pets.
They hang around the wagon.
Truly loyal. Like,
They're not like going up to the edge going,
Good. I look over at Malphaedor and just hands in the air. I'm like,
Yeah, I return the befuddled look of confusion. What the?
Look around the group. Who votes to follow?
I'll use a use of my divine sense to see if I can detect any sort of emanating evil from the portal.
Nope, you detect no evil.
Turns out it's going to like the elemental plane of fire into a pool of fire.
Lava is not evil by nature.
We jumped into a burning ring of fire.
That's what I mean. Yeah, it's not evil. It's also not safe.
That's true.
If I put like my face in, would my whole body go through it, or can I see?
I can hold on to his back or cloak or something to
just stick your head in to see what's on the other side.
Hope it doesn't suck us both in.
How does this work?
So you're gonna face check it?
Yeah, I'm face checking it.
Awesome. I got his back.
Yeah, he's got my my belt.
Yeah,
you could close the portal at any point. Just sever an Ingvald in half.
Okay. Pull back a faceless Ingvald.
Malphaedor grabs onto Ingvald's short, stubby, dwarven legs and leans you over so that you can dip your head in without falling into the portal. Hobbes, as you jump into the portal, it was laying flat on the grass, but once you jump into the portal, you fall out the other end that was standing vertically. So you get kind of spit out against a very rocky terrain, which you guys were just on a grassy, like hard grass, you know, the kind of grass that matches up to a desert before, and then you land onto like a really hard rocks, you know, terrain that you just kind of roll on. I mean, you land on all four because you're a cat, but...
Right. So you're saying we've gone between a rock and a hard place?
Oh.
Boo.
Oh.
I like it.
As you said, hard grass, the joke appeared in my brain. I had to. Like,
it appeared in my brain. The gods gifted it to me.
Yes.
So awesome. Yeah, you are up, and there's like a pretty nice size rock wall right next to you.
Oh. Do I see
anything? So you see him, like you poke your head through, yep.
That works.
So Ingvald pokes his head through and sees Hobbes standing back up, brushing himself off, and looking around at the area.
Yep. I bring my head back through. He's alive.
Is he coming back?
Like there's a lot of stones.
Is he coming back?
Didn't ask.
Dip him back in the hole.
Look over at Hobbes. What are you doing?
I wanted to see what was on the other side, and I couldn't do it without jumping in, so...
You can. Look, I'm doing it.
You have weird dwarf powers. I don't know what dwarves can do. We're here. We might as well explore. Come on.
Behind the rock wall, you both hear distant but very happy and upbeat music start to play.
There's a party. You could sell your beer.
I poke my head back through and inform Malphaedor of everything that's seemingly happening on this side.
Yeah.
Which is a irritating cat and a possible party, who knows?
Ingvald, even though you want to hate the place that you're looking at because the cat jumped in, you do feel somewhat drawn to it. Hobbes, you don't, outside of your normal cat nature, but Ingvald specifically, you feel...
Dwarven parties.
A little bit more...
They've got good beer.
Yeah. Like that's okay. This place is comfortable.
We do like stones, but they don't like things. You guys are in trouble. And I got kicked out, so that's not good either.
It's not your home. You don't recognize this place.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying, like, if it's other dwarves, I'm not part of that, technically.
Well, see, we have horses and like supplies and all that stuff along with us.
Mm-hmm.
How big is this portal?
Leave all that stuff. Have your little
Macy
murderer.
Yeah.
Watch everything.
Yeah, but if we don't come back, then she's just stranded out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
guards
a pirate and a
horses.
murderer.
We'll come back. What could possibly happen?
The portal is 5 feet in diameter.
Okay.
5 feet, so the horse will not fit, and the cart is fucked.
All right. Well, I tell Macy we have to go retrieve the cat, guard the camp, guard the animals.
I look over at Urk, I'm like, keep brewing, I'll be back. I grab my brew equipment and...
Yeah, man, not a problem. I'll keep brewing for you.
I grab my set of brew equipment and jump through the little purple haze.
Wingman.
All right, so you, Ingvald, jump in, and you kind of keep your feeding because you know what it looks like. You didn't warn Mel. So he jumps through the portal and slams smack dab on it.
With my 10 dexterity, I'm sure I faceplaned on a rock somewhere.
And you're heavy, too.
Yeah, mithril plate.
So he...
I just dented the helmet I got.
Yeah. He shouts out some paladin curse words. Cheese and crackers or whatever he says.
Cheese and rice.
Oh, no. No, it's full on bleeped out. It's...
me in a ass. Fuck you, you stupid cunt. Monkey licking that.
Oh, righty then. What's the rest of our surrounding look like outside of the big wall?
Yeah, so you've got the big wall that's right there. It's kind of like a wall of boulders, but it's not a full mountain. It's kind of like a stone outcropping. But the boulders shoot up to about 13 feet tall. So they're pretty nice sized boulders. You can see a worn out path about 25 feet from where you come out that takes you away from the wall, which leads you out into some fields that are they have more stone outcroppings just kind of scattered throughout them, but nothing, no real buildings or anything of substance. And then the path continues around the outside of that boulder wall as well toward the music.
All right, let's follow the path.
Head towards music.
Well, I'm sure we're probably just following Hobbes, and Hobbes like, I'm curious as hell.
Music.
Taking off.
So,
heading that way.
Being a dwarf, I have stone cunning. Do I notice anything interesting about these stones? Like, are they unique, or are there any traps or slippery areas? I got 10.
You do notice there are some oddities about the boulders, but you really can't put your finger on it.
All right. Well, I take a large swig of beer and start my journey.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Follow whatever direction these two have trotted in.
Okay.
Towards the music.
Toward the music.
And this is how we die.
You round the large boulders in the stone wall, and in the distance you see an incredibly large mansion surrounded by what appears to be a vineyard. The path leads directly toward the mansion, and it cuts through the vineyard as well.
Awesome.
Okay, now you say in a large mansion. Are we talking large as in just sprawled out, or are we talking like giant size house?
Imagine a giant size stone house, almost like Roman style with marble pillars around the outside.
Welcome to Olympus.
More like the home of Dionysus. It's a vineyard.
Which is Olympus.
Could be. Yeah.
Theoretically.
You'd be all set.
Yeah, it's my patron.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so aren't you glad you followed now?
Not yet.
It depends. Lots of things live in vineyards. Some very nice. Some not very nice. Can be either of those things.
Jumped through a stinky portal and did a faceplant on a boulder.
Yeah, so far, I'm having a good time. I see things I can make things out of. You have a mild injury.
Yes. I'm surprised I don't have a concussion.
I'm actually going to examine like the grapes and stuff around me.
You kind of stop near the stone wall. You just make your way towards the mansion then?
Mm-hmm.
Follow the path towards the music? Okay.
They're as big as bowling balls.
Yeah. Massive.
As you get closer, you see a relevantly large amphitheater with a dais in the center. Guests walk along the path as well of the vineyard, but all of them are actually in the vineyard at this point, but up toward that amphitheater. As you guys get closer to the grapes, I mean, you can see that they are larger grapes than any grapes you've ever seen in Cheddar.
Like the size of your fist.
Yes.
These are plums.
But the vineyard itself isn't too much taller than a standard vineyard would be.
Gotcha.
So it's, some of the walls and fences that the vineyard is,
It's like 10 feet tall or so. But
Imagine they look pretty tasty. I'd try one.
ooh.
You just
Eating
gonna-
random grapes.
Something I would do.
He has a taste for the fruits of the vine.
All right. It gives you 1d8 temporary hit points
Ooh, hey.
for 3 days.
Nice.
For 3 days? Holy crap. All right.
Yeah.
Way to really take advantage of that.
So I can't even notice you get a bonus. So I'm not even going to eat one. That's great.
It offsets the dent in my helmet.
If you would have started glowing, I'd been like, well, shit.
I had a headache. And I'm like, I'm good now.
I will pick a couple of grapes and just store them in my backpack.
Okay. You will get, I'll let you pick up a half a pound of the grapes, which will allow you to do one brew with it.
One brew?
Yep.
Oh, cool.
And then anybody that drinks that brew when you make it will get 1d8 temporary hit points for that day, though. They lose potency.
Okay.
They lose potency. Yep.
Cool. 1d8 mega grapes. Or 1/2 pound mega grapes. Where's that at?
Godly grapes.
God grapes.
So as you get closer to the amphitheater, still a little bit away, you notice that the guests walk along the, kind of main floor area. They're not up on the dais, just the standard main floor area. While stone golems mindlessly walk around holding trays containing wines and beers and cheeses and grapes and other like pita breads, that sort of thing. The dais itself has only one plate sat at its massive rectangular table. You guys count out about 20 seats that are up there. So, but there's only one plate set, and it's like heaping overheaping with food. But there's no one sitting at the table. There are 6 creatures that are standing behind the table. Malphaedor, you believe them to be divas.
Oh,
divas.
Nice.
So you've never actually seen divas, but you, like your family, your race, your history, you are familiar with them.
Yeah, I would be slightly familiar with the list of celestial beings.
Yep, considering.
Cool. So I will, as we approach, I'll raise a hand and give them a greeting in celestial.
The one that you're closest to gives you a short nod, but they seem to be standing at attention behind the table, so they're not really breaking form, but they do acknowledge you with a slight nod of the head.
They're on duty.
The guests are all wearing togas or are topless as they walk around, clearly appearing to be intoxicated at different levels. And just so you guys know, you're walking. It really only took from where you came in at the portal about an hour to make it from where you were at the rock cropping through the vineyard and up to the party.
You're welcome.
So I lean over to one of the divas. Where are we?
So you go up on the dais?
Yes.
Okay. So you go up on the dais, and the diva leans over to you, and he says, "What do you mean, where are you?"
We traveled through a portal, and we're not sure where we're at.
Well, this is one of the homes of Dionysus. You are on the Arborea plane, and you are a welcome guest if you are here. Positioned as a question.
I go with it. That's very well.
All right, then.
I turn around. Welcome to the table of Dionysus.
Are there any altars or anything?
No altars. No. Just like one of the vineyards of Dionysus.
It's like his beach house.
Yeah. As a god, you would assume he probably has
quite a few.
Yeah.
Great. I'm gonna peruse the party and kind of listen and talk to people a little bit because one of my feats is I have the ability to understand any other drunken person and they can understand me.
Oh yeah.
So.
Yep.
Even if they're speaking Celestial, I can talk to them.
So you got to be drunk though.
Yeah, I've been drinking beer.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are just breaking down camp. He normally slams something.
I had two large drinks of beer before we got here.
All right.
But yeah, I continue to drink.
I imagine there's some at the table too.
Yeah. I do sample a lot of the beers around me from whatever deities and.
Okay. Yeah. You pick one up. They are all heavenly.
Nice.
I see what you did there. It is ambrosia, the nectar of the gods.
Okay.
That would kill me. Probably.
So you understand everyone easily because everyone is pretty intoxicated. Most of them are talking about almost kind of nonsensical stuff. So they're talking about how they walked through the vineyard and then they came back and they were talking about how they were going to eat something but they haven't eaten since tomorrow. And you're a little confused by some of the conversations, but you're also only walking around picking out pieces of the conversations, not fully engaging in a conversation with anyone.
How many people or so are around us?
It comes and goes, so people are constantly coming in from the vineyard and going out into the vineyard again. So at any point when you look around the amphitheater, there's between 100 to 200 people.
Awesome.
And that doesn't include the golems.
Now, are they all dressed and armored differently, or is there a theme to them?
Toga party.
Most of them are wearing togas or are shirtless. So you guys kind of stick out.
Okay. I'll grab a wine and ask the guy next to us, so where is Dionysus?
I have been here for, a month maybe? I've yet to see Dionysus. But I have been given his invitation to come to the party, so I'm sure he'll be here anytime.
Okay.
Yeah. Big fat guy, rosy cheeks, very intoxicated.
Hope they don't ask for invitations.
Papers, please.
Multipass?
Go bananas.
I do need a perception check from you guys.
17.
17.
5.
Wow, bud.
Yeah, I know. Getting out of the way now.
So, Ingvald and Hobbes, you guys kind of break out to go throughout the party and eavesdrop on different people. Ingvald starts making his way around to listen to people. Malphaedor engages in a conversation with someone specifically. Hobbes, you are a cat, so anytime somebody approaches you, you skitter away, but then you go get aggressively close to people who don't want you next to them.
Wandering around the table, pushing things off the table.
Pushing cups off.
Anytime a golem with a tray comes by, you smack one of the glasses off and onto the floor.
Really the life of the party.
People love cats at parties.
Because Malphaedor got engaged
popular.
into a conversation with a crazy fat guy, Ingvald and Hobbes, you notice that there is somebody else in the party that is not wearing the standard toga attire that everyone else is wearing. He's got breeches on and he's got a light beige shirt, so he kind of blends in, but he's definitely not wearing
a toga.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Awesome. What is anything else distinguishing about him? What does he look like?
He's kind of on the outskirts of the party now, and you do notice that he is looking Malphaedor's way, but not moving toward Malphaedor.
Gotcha. I'm kind of gonna position myself somewhere where I can see everyone.
Okay.
But still listen to a lot of people. And not going to stare at him, but I'll keep a watchful eye every so often on Mystery Man in the shirt.
Where is Mal in relation to us?
Mal is, you could get to him by walking for like a minute through the amphitheater to him. You guys are all kind of in the center of the amphitheater because you started in the center when you walked up to the dais and that table. The guy is on the outskirts, and after just about 2.5, 3 minutes, you see him turn and walk into the vineyard.
All right.
I'm going to sneaky follow him.
Okay.
I'm going to go get Malphaedor. Wow, sneaky.
11.
Okay.
That's the fucking loudest cat in nature I've ever heard in my life. Did you had no chance, did you?
Oh, no, I had a chance.
He
If I
knocks
rolled
over,
better.
knocks over the table on his way out. Or
I have a +6 to stealth. I just rolled crap.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Malphaedor know the guy was watching him and that the cat is sneaking around the vineyard trying to keep an eye on him.
Hobbes, feeling the urge to follow this random stranger out into the vineyard, starts making his way, but then bumps right into a golem, and the golem turns, all slow like golems do, and Hobbes just tips the whole tray over.
Oh, jeez.
Sounds right.
By the time you get to the vineyard and through the crowd of people, you lose him.
Well, when Ingvald come over to retrieve me, I tell the roly-poly fat guy I was talking to, excuse me, I must tend to my friend.
Oh, yes.
Just raise a good toast to him and go with Ingvald.
All right, he stumbles away.
What is that cat into now?
Well, trouble, but he's a cat. So,
which way did he go?
I motion towards the vineyard.
Let's head that way.
Gotcha. I look around for Hobbes, but kind of walk towards the vineyard then.
Okay. You guys make your way to the edge of the amphitheater where the vineyard starts and the fences start, and Hobbes is sitting there looking, like, kind of trying to peek through some of the fences, because there's just vines that go up, so he's trying to, like, see if he can get a read on where the guy went.
I lost him. I was being super stealthy, like I do, and this stupid golem bumped into me and dropped a tray of drinks. And
that's unfortunate.
Yeah. But if it wasn't for that golem, nobody would have known that I was
So
around.
what was it about this gentleman that piqued your interest?
He wasn't wearing a toga. He was wearing like regular, clothes. So he looked like he belonged as much as we do.
Is there any footprints or any sort of a worn path or anything?
No. In fact, now that you're looking for them on the ground, you notice that with all of the people coming in and out of the vineyard, there are no footprints.
Magic.
On the vineyard ground.
Magic ground.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, since we've lost him, is there, outside the amphitheater and the vineyard, is there more to the area? Like, is there another building or any structures?
There's the mansion. That's kind of where the divas are standing at attention, though. So,
no, nothing to explore.
You don't really look like you should go in the mansion.
No.
It looks like they have a plate set for Dionysus, and then they are guarding the door to his house. And if he shows up, then probably the party will,
commence.
But right now, everybody's just standing around drinking.
All right.
Looking back toward the party, are the divas armed?
Yes.
What are they armed with?
Giant great swords.
Great.
Giant
you guys
great swords.
could create a diversion, and I will sneak into the mansion.
No. I'm not pissing off a god. Especially not my god.
Gods like cats. They won't be that angry.
Dionysus likes two things.
We're
That's
invited
parties
to a party.
and wine.
Everybody goes looking for the upstairs bathroom. Let's just go in.
I openly refuse. Not pissing off my own deity.
I defer to the incident in the zombie tombs. It's like, yeah, I won't do that. So, yeah, I'll head up to the house.
Nope. I'm not going to the house.
It would make sense that Ingvald would not want to piss off his god.
That's fair.
He is in a very holy place, and
Yeah.
clearly that would be considered trespassing. So that would make sense that
Yeah, no, I
Ingvald's
can't.
like, you guys
So
do whatever
hand
the
him
fuck you want.
a jug of wine. Here, drink this, and then walk out.
Yeah, I'm following Mal.
Mal and Hobbes go up to the dais at the table where
got to see what's in the house.
Where the divas are standing. Which here, let me just to give you an idea. The divas are these like 6'5", 6'7" beast of an angel looking things with these giant ass feathery wings that sprawl out longer than they are tall. And they are wearing like a loincloth that goes around them and some leather boots, some metal bracers, and then they have this giant ass, comically large fucking great sword.
So
that's just
Buster sword.
Yes, a buster with gold like engraved into the hilts, and they're just standing at attention. Very, very scary.
You're trying to fight the archangels.
We're not going to fight them.
No, I'm not trying to fight them. We're just trying to go in.
Definitely don't want to fight them.
I want to see the house.
So don't touch the house.
Want to take a tour?
Nah. I am going to go talk to party guests and
Dionysus personally invited us
glean
to,
more information.
I go to the door.
Check out our house.
So you go to the door, and the two that are standing closest to the door, so it's a big double door, kind of arching. The two that are standing closest to the doors put their swords down in front of it in kind of an X, and they say, "I'm sorry, guest. We are waiting on our host."
I'm watching all of this kind of from my perch.
Corner of your eye.
My corner, like talking to people like, no. Just keeping an eye on what
roll an angel.
You're not
so
charisma
impressed.
rolling an angel.
I say to him in Celestial, I only wish to admire the denizen of such a great being.
That's what I wanted.
Still a 9.
A 9.
You have a 6 bonus?
Yeah.
Wow, you actually could have
Actually
done
7, so that would have been a 10.
Mike fails a
the face,
charisma
the
check.
face failed.
And you
I
failed
failed
a
a stealth check. Not a good start.
Yeah, like I said, this is how we die.
This is why I'm talking to guests.
So they don't get angry. They just leave their swords there. And the one that you addressed goes,
Good talk. I'll go back and join Ingvald, I guess. As I walk back, I turn my head and see if there's any upstairs windows.
I'm taking a drink as he walks back. I'm like, oh, well, hi.
Yeah, that didn't go well.
I actually look for kind of somewhere semi-private, maybe on the edge of the vineyard area, and I want to start brewing a beer. These are probably people who appreciate craft.
Yeah, you could do that.
So I'm going to use some of the grapes, and are there any herbs or anything, or is this all like a grassy
It's just straight,
area?
straight vineyard with some.
Who goes to a party and makes their own beer?
I'm in the Temple of Dionysus.
Even in the amphitheater, it's marble floors. So you go from vineyard with grass and worn down earth to marble.
Is there any of these Celestials that have a shield?
Nope.
No. It was just a thought.
I'm just going to drink some wine.
I have some dark shine. I didn't realize I had that. So I'm going to use my dark shine
Enjoy myself.
that I have, which essentially it creates a beer that glows, and then I'm going to use the fancy grapes
Okay.
in there as well.
So your beer glows, and it gives 1 D8 hit points, temporary hit points, to anybody who drinks it.
But it's my beer, so it'll just shit face you. Like right
Yeah.
on the bat.
Yes. You also you have +1 exhaustion
Yeah,
by drinking
immediately.
it. You are immediately drunk.
Yeah, so and I'm going to try and craft this, like, I'm going to concentrate my full efforts on the magical effects of the beer.
Okay.
Try and create, like, a perfect brew. Being if I don't, that would be a shame to my god.
Yeah, make a roll.
Take the first one. Fuck. 13.
So you make a really good brew. It is a really good brew, especially with those grapes, with everything here. It's tastier than a lot of the brews that you had.
Yeah, not perfect.
Yeah, it's
Which
not.
is pretty
it's
good.
not drawing out Dionysus as a beautiful gift.
I wished. But I do take after getting the beer finished, I do take a large mug of it.
Okay.
As it glows, and I put it. Ask if I can offer it. I ask the angels if I can put it next to his plate as an offering.
Yeah, one of the divas motions to the plate and gestures that you can place it there.
I leave a mug of beer.
Yeah. Mal, you know from...
How many mugs do you have?
The mugs appear.
Oh,
It's the same as the kegs. It's a magical
You
effect.
just magic. Always have enough mugs. Nice.
Mal, you know from growing up in that world that food in a house of a god like this wouldn't go bad. So that beer will be there when Dionysus comes to
Beautiful.
enjoy it. It'll be just like you made it.
And then I also, like, for notoriety, I just kind of serve my beer to the guests on and off.
Yeah, just grab some wine and mingle.
Party's
Just
boring.
mingle for a little while.
Yep, that works.
That's the roly-poly guy if he's ever had a food fight here.
It's a good chance there's been a food fight here. He's the god of revelry. He makes messes.
Well, yeah, that guy's. I was just gonna say, he might. Yeah, you do speak the same language as that guy, but you probably don't speak the same language as a lot of the people here. The only reason Ingvald does is because.
Oh yeah, I understand drunks.
Yeah.
So I.
But
Can
you speak the same language. He's like, no, I haven't. You throw something at him.
Yeah. I kind of look over. I don't know if I hear this. Like,
well, I'm not doing anything, and I'll grab something and toss it at somebody down the table.
What the fuck?
Food fight ensues. So make an attack with that throw. I'm curious.
he just crits and picks someone up.
Takes out an eye.
So with a dex bonus? Nah, it's like 4.
4?
You hit a different person 18 rows away.
I knocked over somebody's drink.
It still starts a food fight. Somebody, throws their food back in anger.
Do the animal stuff. Start slinging plates.
So food fight ensues. And then, yeah, it's pretty much good. Do a quick perception roll.
15.
You are terrible.
Oh my god.
Oh, that was terrible too, actually. Better than you. Don't.
I got a 4.
Don't.
I got a 4.
I had a 10.
Okay.
Get out of here.
So you two are Ingvald and Malphaedor are getting schmammered, hanging out with some people, causing a food fight, just being overall raucous and enjoying.
Let's start a riot.
After tipping over approximately 35 glasses of wine and beer onto the floor while walking around, Hobbes starts to get bored and look back the way that you came, like you want to leave, and you notice that the vineyards seem a lot longer than what they were before.
Like farther to get through.
And you can
Take
still
some more
see the
space.
stone outcropping that you guys came in near, but it seems more distant.
Pointed out to those two. I think we should leave. The portal is getting farther away, which is weird. And I'm bored. Let's go.
Okay.
People drinking.
I take some time to scrawl a note on some parchment, thanking Dionysus for a marvelous time, fantastic spread, bountiful wine. We must do it again soon. Thanks for the grapes.
Okay.
and I'll add that to the pile of offerings in front of this space.
I as we get to the vineyard, I take a rest and release a short prayer to Dionysus.
Okay.
In thanks.
All right. You give your prayer and thanks, and you receive his blessing.
Awesome.
So, same blessing that you got when you were in that church.
That was the plus 10? No.
It was 10 hit points.
Yeah, it was the 10 temporary.
Yep. So you guys start making your way out, and there are people kind of walking with you in the same direction through the vineyards, and then you notice as you're walking, they just kind of disappear. But you're still walking down the path, the same path that you came in on, but they kind of disappear, and you assume potentially go back to...
I imagine the vineyards are probably some sort of a gateway in and out of the plain.
By invitation.
We took the back
or
door.
Potato salad.
Potato salad gets you in anywhere.
So if we stayed another night and you used potato salad from here, where would that go?
Somewhere else?
Random.
Yeah, I assume it'd be random.
His portal stays open until he closes it.
We have to get back to it.
Yeah. It could be a long... If we just hopped from place to place, it might be a long time before we get back to Our plan.
Tonight, on this episode of Sliders.
Exactly. So as you make your way back, you come across a stone wall that now surrounds the vineyard. And it was not here when you made your way in, but the same trail that brought you to the party now takes you back to this wall. You noticed as you were coming down that the stone outcropping where your portal is at is on the other side of this wall, but this wall is now here.
How tall is the wall?
The wall is 30 feet tall. But there is a large double door that is currently closed when you approach that the path leads up to.
Push it open. Any guards or anything? Is there anybody standing there watching the door?
So when you open the door, nope, there's no guards. No. When you open the door, there are no traps that go off.
Good.
You step through. You open the two doors and you see about 30 feet away from you is another wall, the exact same size, with two more doors that are there. Exact same doors. And so you got to kind of cross through a garden area. There's like nice flowers and some moss and stuff that are in there. And then the pathway is like these really intricate carved stone steps, pavers that lead you from the current doorway you're at to the doors on the second wall.
Okay. Approach the second set of doors.
Push them open.
Yeah.
All right. You push them open and walk through?
Yeah.
All right. So as you walk through...
as we're walking through that area, do I see anything of extreme note, like that little garden zone?
Make your perception or investigation or whatever.
Oh, investigation?
Yep. You're specifically looking for something weird, right?
Yeah, looking for something of extreme note. Would be 11.
11? No, you notice that you can't really see the top of the wall from this angle from where you're at, especially in the middle of the garden area. So, you think to yourself, kind of remembering back to when Duche ambushed you guys, this would be a really good spot for an ambush. But you go open the other two double doors and nobody ambushed you.
Yay! Not death.
Dun, dun, dun. So you guys continue on through?
Yep. Head to the portal.
All right, so you continue on through. You walk for about 30 seconds, and then you hear a large screeching noise behind you.
Whatever could it be?
Please be the doors closing.
Walk quickly to the portal.
Two large monstrosities take flight from the top of the wall. They were on this side of the wall, so you didn't see them from the other side as you walk through. They have the hindquarters of a big goat and the forequarters of a great lion. Each creature has dragon wings and 3 heads, a horned goat, a maneless lion, and a fierce dragon. So, I will give you guys a DC Arcana check to figure out what they are. Both Ingvald and Mal get advantage on that check because Ingvald
crit
17
is from here and
Chimera.
Exactly. So it is a chimera. You know that chimeras make multiple attacks. One with its horns, one with its bite, and one with its claws. You also know that it has a fire breath ability that it can use in place of its bite or its horns.
And it may or may not have a poison sting also.
It may or may not. And you guys both know that. Hobbes, did you know that?
I rolled a 17. So do I know that?
Yeah, that's the same as him. So we were all immediately about to shit our pants.
So sprint to the gate.
Oh, you can't outrun chimeras.
How much have I been drinking?
You sober up pretty quick. But you...
I don't.
I mean, you were intoxicated, but you walked...
I was just wondering if I'm, coming out of a party of...
Look, let's leave the dwarf.
Just like, taste my steel, you overgrown newt!
Let's leave the dwarf as bait. He can't run as fast as us. And hightail it to the portal.
Well, we're not even sure where the portal is.
Yes.
Yeah, you can see it.
You can see it?
You can see the stone outcropping where it's behind. You recognize it.
How far away is the outcropping?
So tempted to fight it.
So, I mean, Ingvald knows you cannot outrun a chimera.
Yeah, you can't.
We
It's
don't.
physically impossible.
We don't have to outrun a
they
chimera.
fly
We have to outrun Ingvald.
Even if I dash, I have 50 plus.
I will summon Reginald.
Okay, Reginald
Nice.
appears.
Sick him! And then we'll head for the portal.
Oh my god, did you just sacrifice your animal? Let me
Well,
see.
it's a summoning
I can call him
animal,
back. We don't have to outrun the chimera. We just have to outrun Reginald.
which we are faster than Reginald. That's
Especially
fair.
since he told him to stay and
Yeah.
fight
Yeah.
the chimera.
Sit tight. Good boy.
I don't. Cowards. Fools.
The way I'm rolling, we're not going to win a combat. So,
There's two of them?
There's two of them.
oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to fight two chimera.
Now we can beat one. Two. Ooh. Rough.
So good luck, Reginald.
All right, so Reginald storms off toward them, and they both swoop down with the quickness. You do notice that back where you, against the wall where you just walked about, 30 seconds to a minute away from, there was a canvas bag, a satchel, chilling up against the wall there.
The cat found a bag of goodies. Imagine that.
But you'd have to run back with Reginald and the chimeras to get it.
How worth battle is the mystery bag?
It could be a bag of holding. It could just be a bag of dishes.
Damn my sudden attack of morals. I feel bad about Reginald.
I'm going back for the bag. Screw Reginald.
So I turn around, feeling bad for Reginald, and see him hightailing it off there. It's like,
might be something.
I guess we're just meant to do this.
I will.
Unshoulder the shield, draw the sword.
Well, I guess I start trotting back with him.
All right, so you guys see one chimera land, pretty much claws, mouths right down on Reginald and just start attacking away. And another one is flying down and swooping at Reginald's hindquarters.
I whistle at it.
At the chimera?
Yeah, the one that's swooping in.
To ignore them is head right for that bag and just...
Yeah, I try to draw attention away from him.
I loose a fire dart at... Actually... Yeah, the double darts. I throw one.
All right, you guys are taking your attacks. Reginald's being eaten by one of the chimeras and being harried by another.
Yep, and I'm going to aim right at the one he whistled at.
Yep.
So whichever one we're going to designate that, I'm throwing the devil spine dart at that one.
Okay.
Okay. Then the first attack misses. And second one hits. 6 damage. And 2 of it's fire.
Yep.
All right. I'm using this time to quaff the potion of heroism.
Okay.
Which, for the next minute or so, will give me the benefit of a bless spell.
All right. Who's up?
2 shots at the first chimera. I'm heading to the bag. 13 damage on the first one. And 12 on the second one.
Both shots hit it pretty good, right in the goat head.
Take that, goat head.
Okay, so surprise round, or not surprise round, but I guess distracted round where you guys sacrificed Reginald.
Yeah, do you want to recall him back there? Because
he'll disappear.
He'll disappear when he dies, and then he can resummon him when he does.
Because
Yeah.
I'm an asshole.
You're going to let him sit there and suffer? Bleed
You
it out?
sacrificed Reginald, and then you...
Worst paladin ever.
Yeah, you really are hanging out with Macy too much. And then initiative order goes Ingvald, then Malphaedor, then Hobbes, then Chimeras.
All right. I'm going to loose one of my +1 darts. 31 damage. Yeah, and
Okay.
those are just I'm aiming right for that center chest area.
Okay. All right, yeah.
Trying to get some good puncture wounds.
Right beneath the lion head. Gotcha. All right, so Malphaedor, you...
Yep. Right in his face.
All right, charge right up.
Yep.
To avenge your dead Pegasus?
Yes. Or,
Griffin?
Hippogriff.
Hippogriff?
About to be a dead paladin.
2 attacks. Hit. And hit. 13 on the first one. 7 on the second. And I'm going to smite with both of them. 9. So an additional 9 from the first bite, and an additional 11 from the second.
Hobbes, your turn.
I'm going to attack the one twice.
Okay.
13 on the first attack. 16 on the second one. I did more without the Hail of Thorns and the D10 than with it. That's it.
Good rolling.
It's your kill shot.
It's dead.
What?
Sweet.
We're
All
not
3 heads
terrible.
get perfectly lined up, and the arrow goes through all 3 of them at once. And it just collapses in front of Mal.
For once, Mal gets splashed in blood. Yes,
Somehow,
that
the
again.
blood travels 60 feet through the air.
This is a physical
and
impossibility.
splashes. Yeah, but it's my kill shot, so
You can curve a bullet.
Creative interpretation.
I bend the arrow to come in from the opposite side.
I'm the only long range person getting touched with blood. This is bullcrap.
All right, so just for perspective, you guys charge Reginald in and just throw darts and arrows and run up and smash them. There's one chimera, and you killed it, barely.
So bad news, we didn't touch the other chimera.
Yeah, that's fine.
But now we're only fighting one.
We can concentrate on the one instead of having to go against 2 of them.
And that's
Correct.
and that's why I'm 60 feet away.
Okay. So I imagine Reginald is gone.
Reginald has disappeared.
Okay.
And
mercifully.
Yep, and that chimera is dead. The other chimera flies right toward Malphaedor. And while it's flying towards you, breathes its first fire breath attack.
Okay.
And then it will still get you with its claws and its horns. So the first fire breath attack actually comes out in a 15-foot cone. So 5, 10, 15.
No.
So Hobbes is just outside of reach.
Just outside of reach.
You get lightly toasted. Like you feel your hair start to
definitely
burn.
feel it.
Sets the bag on fire.
No, not the bag.
Whiskers start to...
Yeah. You got that little tuft on your forehead. It's like... oh.
All right, so you need a DC 15 dexterity saving throw.
Oh, you made it.
Yeah. Good.
Okay. So it flies towards you, breathes out this fire breath from its dragon head thing, and then while it's coming at you, it then takes its claws and it scratches, which you bring your shield up to block the scratches, but then its horn comes right down on your left shoulder and hits you for 13.
So I'll take 12 because I had 1 temporary.
I tried to give you guys temporary hit points. You wouldn't drink the beer. It's your own fault.
Yeah, they'd be hammered.
I'd be having a great
I'm
time.
gonna kill this thing. Watch. Okay, that hurt.
And then it is back to
Wes.
Ingvald.
It moved a little closer, so it's actually in my range now.
You have advantage.
And I have advantage. So I'm going to loose one of the double darts. So the first dart I'm going to try and hit for the goat head because I don't like goat eyes. They're terrifying. I'm going for goat head and then going for lion head because lions are just big, scary cats. And as we reiterated, fuck cats.
Yeah, and you guys have a pet dragon, so...
We didn't bring him. We should have brought him along. Been like, look, if you get big and strong, you can...
Take your vitamins.
Eat your Wheaties.
You can do 1/3 of that.
I don't know what this wee crap is. It's my dragon.
Hobbes, you're up.
2 shots at the chimera.
Oh wait, yeah, sorry.
Oh,
Malphaedor's up.
We're just like, fuck him. He's next to the dragon.
He's gonna die anyways.
I'm gonna stay within combat range, but wheel off to the side to give everybody else a better shot. And attack. Hit.
Oh.
And as a bonus action, I'm gonna chuck a spear in his face, or a shield in his face.
Which face?
I'll just pick one. Just jump straight up and come down. Ugh!
Goat face.
Pile drive the shield into whatever head I connect with. 3, 8. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna do much.
Crit fail, come on.
Negative. So you go to throw your shield at the lion.
No, just a shield bash.
Oh, just shield bash
Just
with
a jumping
the
shield
lion's
bash.
head, and it rears its head back after
Yeah.
that attack that you just did.
It was try.
Definitely avoids that.
Chop, chop. Come here.
Now it is Hobbes' turn.
2 arrows First one's going to have Hail of Thorns at a second level. Bonus action. Move my Hunter's Mark to that one. 32 damage on the first one.
And then 11 damage after that?
Yeah.
Okay. Whew. So yeah, your Hail of Thorns shoots in there and jabs him quite a bit still. But, I mean, he's kind of twirling in the air after those big attacks and avoiding some of it. And then your other arrow hits him square right in the goat head again. You guys really hate the goat head.
Dude, have you seen goat eyes, man? They're slanty and like it's weird. They're square. That's not cool.
Well, it is now going to get really pissed off and attacked Mal 3 more times.
You did put yourself in this position.
Bring it.
What's your armor class?
20.
Yeah. So it bites down, you bring up your shield, it uses its horn, you take a step back, and then it brings its claws down, and you swing your shield back and hit both of its claws away, avoiding all 3 of the attacks.
Clang. Fuck you.
Alright, Ingvald.
Yeah, I am going to throw another devil dart. So that first dart, I aim right for that goat head. And being I'm throwing a devil dart, it's fire dart, so it hits and it takes out like right through in the center, and it explodes in a burst of fire. So it goes right down its spine, splashes the cat with blood.
Being a cat, I nimbly dodge the blood.
Gonna need to make a dexterity save.
Oh, I want you to crit and fall into the body.
You just see like a cat-shaped silhouette in blood down against the wall.
14.
Do I have to roll against him?
No. He makes it.
Damn. I would have won if we rolled against him.
I grab the bag.
Inside there is 270 gold pieces, 140 silver pieces, and an emerald shard that looks to be incredibly magical.
Ooh.
Awesome.
I'll divvy up the gold, but
it's just
I'm keeping the emerald shard.
What? We all battled for this.
I said I'm keeping the emerald shard.
No. Roll off for the emerald shard.
I'm sorry, it's in my possession. If it was like on a table or something.
Need or want?
Group loot.
I've already ran it down.
You don't even use that much magic.
Don't know what it is.
In character, we don't know what's in the bag, so.
I used this emerald. I used the amulet to get us here. So if it wasn't for me.
So I shoot an accusing glance over the cat. Are we good?
Yeah, we're good.
All right. To the portal.
There's some gold in the bag. And that's it.
I'm going to check the griffins. Is there anything takeable?
No.
All right, griffins,
no.
Chimeras.
No, there's nothing. I mean, you could take their claws and try and sell them, but those are mostly, they're not really made for anything like alchemy-wise, just kind of like luck charms.
All right.
Lucky chimera foot.
It's a really big lucky charm.
Here's a good place to take a quick break, I think.
Sounds good.
All right.
This concludes this episode of A Fool's Quest. Join us next time for more fun and daring adventure. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to like, subscribe, review, and comment on your favorite platform to listen to A Fool's Quest.